G'day everyone, it's Angelo Remora here. I'm your favorite Australian and the real estate dingo, bringing you another vlog. And today I'm talking about this, how to start a property management company. Let's get it started. So first of all, guys, I want to say this. I really don't know why you would want to start a property management company in the first place, because it is probably by far the crappiest part of real estate there is. It's a very, very thankless job. You're constantly dealing with tenants and toilets. You can pretty much never win, to be honest with you. The landlords aren't happy with you because the repairs are too high and they don't want to do them. The tenants aren't happy with you because the repairs aren't done in a quick enough time frame. The maintenance guys and the contractors, they're also not happy because they thought they did the job well, but they didn't, and then it just ends up being an absolute shit show. The employees also, it's very hard to keep them motivated because they're constantly dealing with problems, they're constantly dealing with tenant complaints, they're constantly dealing with emails from landlords expressing their unsatisfaction. And man, oh man, I really don't know what else to tell you. I mean, some of the horror stories that I've had owning a property management company. Let me just touch on a few. Had a tenant from hell, went to court, complained about carbon monoxide poisoning because an exterior light exploded. Explain that one, I don't know. Anyway, so we had to settle that. We were investigated by the Ohio Division of Real Estate for managing in an unlicensed manner. After 2.5 years of mumbo jumbo paperwork, they dropped the case because it was just pointless. I guess they didn't have enough work to do, so then they started an investigation for no reason. What else? We've compromised the bank accounts, as in the rents account and the operating account. We really didn't know what we were doing at the time. Thank God we didn't compromise the trust account because that's jail time. I've had employees steal money out of the operating account. We've had a lot of turnover with employees. Once again, it's a very thankless business. So there you go. I hope I've painted a picture for you as to why you should not start a property management company. Well, not really. I just wanted to tell you guys that it's not going to be easy, as you can tell with my experience. So look, a few quick little tips for you. I don't want to drag this out too long. If you're looking to start a property management company, guys, first of all, I think it's very important that you get a real estate attorney in that specific state, okay? Why? Is because they will know all of the laws and regulations that will satisfy the Division of Real Estate. In Ohio, you cannot own a property management company unless you have a licensed broker as the officer of that business, okay? So you don't have to be a licensed individual. You can manage, you can own the property management company, but the officer of that company has to be a licensed broker. So just a little tip there for you if anyone's looking to start a property management company in Ohio. Every state is different. So look, get a real estate attorney. They're going to understand the ins and outs, the laws and regulations, get them to whip up the business. And then if you have to be licensed, figure out how you can get licensed or how you can hire a broker to be a part of your company. Another thing that's very, very important where we went wrong, first of all, we didn't get a real estate attorney, had no money, couldn't afford one, didn't know what I was doing, so we just whipped up a company and we started to manage. We did have a broker on board, so that kind of saved us, to be honest with you. Another thing that's very important too is get an accountant, preferably an accountant that has experience in real estate, or a bookkeeper that has experience in real estate. Why I say this is because you will want them overlooking everything and making sure that they're reconciling the accounts every single month. Don't ask me how to do it because I've got no freaking clue, but I sound really cool when I say it, reconciling the accounts every single month. No, guys, honestly, another thing too, I kind of jumped the gun there with the accountant and the bookkeeper. But before you get bookkeeping and accounting on board, I think it's very important that you also get a software. And what I mean by that, guys, is Appfolio, Yardi, Buildium. These are some of the different softwares out there that, of course, as a property management company, you need to have because it's very transparent for tenants. It's very transparent for landlords. They can both log in. The tenants can pay their rent online, which I think is very, very important. You want majority of your tenants, over 90%, paying the rent online because it just minimizes paperwork and administrative costs and time from an administrative standpoint. It's also great for landlords because they can log online to see what's going on at any given moment. And that is when you also kind of tie in the bookkeeping and accounting. A good accountant, they can overlook everything, make sure that it's getting reconciled, my favorite word, and that nothing is really out of whack because, as I said, it was just an absolute nightmare for us for a very, very long time. Now, let me talk about some of the pros with owning a property management company. Personally, I think that once you kind of hit economies of scale, depending on your market, but here in Toledo, when you get to around 250 properties under management, it really kind of starts to snowball, okay? The 10% from the monthly collected rent really starts to add up. The leasing renewal fees start to add up. The tenant placement fees start to add up. You can introduce in-house maintenance and, of course, charge a little bit of a margin on any work that's conducted. It really kind of starts to be a predictable business where it generates income every single month. It's recession-proof in my opinion because, guys, the two most important things to humanity are food and shelter. So as long as people need a roof over their head, they're going to need somewhere to live, they're going to need something to rent, and that's where you come into play. So look, it takes a long time to get there. You're probably going to be eating crap for 2 or 3 years. You're going to be managing yourself, doing all of the work yourself. It's a very thankless job once again. You're not going to like it, but once you kind of hit that economies of scale standpoint, you're really going to start seeing it come to fruition, right? A few people that are going to be working for you, and then the margin will really kind of stand out because you're not going to be doing as much work as you did when you started the business, but you can really kind of start to reap the reward. A few things that I forgot to mention: insurance. Make sure that you are insured out of the butt, and I mean like have every insurance known to mankind, because property management is the most lawsuit-friendly industry when it comes to real estate. I think most of the lawsuits happen in property management. So make sure that you've got all of the insurances, E&O, general liability, cybersecurity. Pile it up. I mean, whatever it is, whatever it costs, just pile on the insurance. A few other tips, guys. Start off slow, start off small. It took me 1.5 years to sell my first property when I started my turnkey company. All good things take time. Nothing's going to happen overnight. Be a true brand ambassador. Wave your company brand and flag, proudly. And look, one thing's going to lead to another. So it might take you a long time to get your first landlord. But just do the right thing by them. Don't nickel and dime like a lot of the other property managers. You're probably not going to make any money for 2 to 3 years. But if the word spreads that you are doing a good job, you're not nickeling and diming, you're prompt at communicating. Communication in property management is very important. You're going to make mistakes, but if you explain what's going on to landlords, to tenants, they're going to love you for it. They're going to forgive you for it. I've found that a lot of people are forgiving. So that's it, guys. I'm done. Property management, baby. I don't know what your thoughts are about it now. Those are the pros and cons. I'd love to hear from you. Are you starting a property management company? Do you own a property management company? Have I turned you off from starting a property management company? Do you agree with me? Am I right? Am I wrong? Any other tips? Comment below. I'd love to hear from you. That's it for today. I'm Angelo Remora. I'm your favorite Australian and the real estate dingo. Catch you in the next vlog.